Hello, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I am going to discuss about the linked list class in a Java. So, what is linked list? How to use linked list? And what are the various methods inside the linked list class? I am going to describe in this lesson. So, next is what is linked list. So, linked list basically part of the collection framework and which is present inside the Java util package. That means it is a collection of framework inside the Java util package. This class extends, that means inherited from the abstract sequential list and implement a list interface. So, that means the linked list class can use the already defined method of the abstract sequential list and the list interface, because it is derived from the abstract sequential list and implements the list interface. Linked list is a linear data structures where elements are not stored in the contiguous location like array. Like in array, all elements are in the contiguous location. That means first number at the index number 0, second number at the index number 1, that is consecutive memory spaces occupies. But in case of linked list, every element is a separate object with data and address part. That means if you want to declare a linked list object, so it will basically have two different part. First one is the data part and second one is the address part. That address part actually hold the address of the next node of the linked list. Now, in this slide, I am going to discuss the constructor of the linked list. First constructor is the default constructor. That means it will create an empty linked list. And second one is the parameterized constructor. That means it will initialize the linked list with the collection objects. So, whatever the data inside the collection objects, it will initialize the linked list. So, first constructor used to create an empty linked list and second constructor used to create a linked list which is initialized with the element of the collection C. Next, I am going to discuss about the various methods available in the linked list. So, other than the inherited method, the inherited class, other than that inherited method, linked list class defines some functions for accessing their members. Okay. So, first method is the add first and second one is the add last. So, its name suggests the first method used to add element at the first position of the linked list. So, that means already if there is already a linked list and if you say add first, so it will add new element at the first position of the existing linked list, and add last will add new element at the end of the linked list. Next two methods are add and add with index. So, first method used to add the element and it will add at the end of the list. So, whatever the contents of the list, it will add the end of the linked list like the add last. And second one, it will add the new node at the specified index or specified position of the linked list. Suppose if we want to insert a new node in between this node, that means in that specific positions. So you have to use the add with index parameters methods. So first add method will add the new element at the end of the linked list, and second method will add the element at the specified index. Now next two methods are get first and get last. So that means if you want to get the first element from the linked list, use the get first method, and if you want to get the last element of the linked list, use get last. It will not remove the data from the linked list, it will just get the data. That data remains in the linked list, it will not delete that data. And third method, get with index parameter, this method will get the element from the specified index. Whatever the index you specified in that method, it will return that specified element. And the last method is the set. Set method used for replace the element. That means you have to mention the index which element you are going to replace with the new one. So then you should use the set method. So it replaces the element at the specified position in the list with the specified element. So whatever the new element, it will replace within that specified. Next method is remove first and remove last. It will actually remove the element from the linked list. That get first, get last only get the data, not to remove, but remove first and remove last method will remove the first element from the linked list and remove the last element from the linked list. To remove the first element from the linked list, you should use remove first method, and if you want to remove the last element from the linked list, use remove last method. And if you want to remove all data from the linked list, use clear. So just clear. So clear will remove all the elements from the list, and remove with specific index. So it will remove the element of that specified position, and remove with any data. That means it will search the list from starting to end of the list, and where this data is found, that means it will remove the first occurrence. Suppose in your linked list you have 5 in 3 different positions, and if you want to delete 5 with that remove, so it will actually remove the first occurrence. So whatever the first element contains that value, it will remove, not to check for the remaining one. Now here is a small sample program for creating a list. First you have to import java.util package, because linked list class are inside the Java util package. So before using linked list, you should import Java util package. Next, create an object of the linked list class. Simple, linked list space a1 is equal to new linked list. So it will now create an object called a1 of the linked list class. Now using the add method, it will add 4 different names of our favorite cricketers. So a1.add Sachin, a1.add Saurabh, a1.add Dravid, and a1.add Lakshman. So it will add 4 data inside the linked list. Now if you want to print the contents of the linked list, so what should I do? Now first you have to extract all data from the linked list into an iterator. So extracting all data from linked list to iterator iters, and create a loop using that iterator dot has next. So it will goes on till the end of the iterator, and we will print it itr dot next. So it will display the entire contents of the linked list. That's it for today's